Good morning, it's trade secret time, and it's going to be a simple one and one for everybody. I was working on this 72P base. I bolted it into my neck jig, a surrogate body that holds the neck while we do the fret work. And all I wanted to do was level the frets and dress them. But honestly, I could barely turn these tuners. That one is so stiff. I feel like I'm going to break something. Something's rubbing against something in there, and I'll show you what it is. You hear that? And that's pretty common on this type of tuner, old fender bases. Anyhow, I've already loosened up these two and got them working great. And that's when I stopped and thought, this should be a trade secret. I'm going to run you through it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the strings off. Once you get that little bit of string tension off of it, it gets a little easier to turn. Take off the machine bolt, get the washer and the string post. Set these parts aside. Next, you can see this gray smeary stuff, and it polishes off. It's just oxidation, years of not being cleaned, probably in a smoky bar room, and it's just sort of sticky. It's bound to cause a little friction. I'm going to put some of this guitar grease. It's got real body to it, it's waxy. It's not like oil. And I'm going to put a little right here too. So when that gear comes pressed against this plate, it's going to have a little lubrication. Next, take the gear and use some micro mesh to polish the bottom of it, just to make it smoother than it was. See it shine? That's clean and polished. I'm going to put this back in place, and the same on that shaft. I'm going to put a little of that guitar grease on the little step here, right on the shoulder, because that's turning against the metal plate. That's going to help it. Now that's going to bring some of our guitar grease into the gear, but really the important thing now is to get some lubricant in here. This is not a bearing, this is just a bent piece of steel, and it's got steel inside of it, and that's where all this noise is coming from. And I'm turning it on the side because I'm going to put this tri-flow in there, and I don't want it to run down onto the wood and other stuff. I've had tri-flow for a long time, but this pinpoint one is kind of new to me. It's much neater. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Let gravity take it where it wants. Here we go. Now the tri-flow is kind of mixing in with that guitar grease, and that's good. I could turn that with one finger now. I couldn't this. Okay. One more and I got all four of them done, and I can get to some fret work. Couldn't be easier. I didn't even need the optivisor. Nice. A lot of people think they need new tuners when all they really need is a little TLC.